The travel, I'm telling you this out of order, but the travel to the zoo was another story. As soon as we landed in San Diego, we walked from the train station to our hotel. Oh, okay, this hand has the potential to change the world. Show me another Northwind, show me another Red Dragon. You show me your paycheck, I quit my job right now and I work for you. As soon as we got into San Diego, we cross our first crosswalk. Literally, someone almost hits us with their car. Like, they were genuinely not looking. They probably stopped 1 to 2 meters away from me, which, if you've never been hit by a car, which I haven't, thank the Lord, is way too, they just weren't looking. And so I pointed, they were looking at me like, what's the big idea? And I pointed at the crosswalk being like, we've got the right of way. And then this guy rolled down his window and said, what do you want to do about it? What happened to saying sorry, dude? What happened to saying sorry? Can't we all just do a little Justin Bieber? Is it too late now to say sorry? Because I'm missing more than just your body? You know what I mean? It was extremely rude. It was extremely rude. It's like winning with a Tanyao hand while someone's in Tenpai for 13 orphans. See what I did there? Related it back to Mahjong. This is the worst day of my life, by the way. At Crosslord, I don't think we're going to be able to win this hand, folks. 7 pairs, the worst 7 pairs of all time. Sounds like San Diego striking. That's not even the end of it. And first of all, why would anyone dare to roll down their window when they're talking to a guy as macho as me? Certainly not playing Pokemon Go with the other hand, as we were doing the crosswalk, by the way. What was I saying? Rudel, good tidings. Rudel, good tidings. No one in San Diego, I'm so sorry, but I have to speak my truth. No one in San Diego understands the concept of a crosswalk. People were risking their lives. Like in the Uber that we were in, like in the several Ubers that we took, people were just like almost dying left and right. San Diego, more like San Diego, go even when the traffic is coming towards you. An obligatory San Diego to the polls as well. Of course, you have to. You have to do that. Yep, San Diego to the polls. Genshin Impact Democracy. Of course. More like San Diego to the polls. Everyone has the same mind rot as the next person here in this stream, okay? We said San Diego and everyone was like, San Diego to the polls. It's a Pavlovian reaction. It's beach culture. This is why people, like, you can't live a life without stress. There needs to be some stress in your life. Otherwise, you're going to die crossing the road in San Diego. I don't make the rules. I only tell it like it is, you know? Anything else? We went to this nice little restaurant. Beth knew of this restaurant by the water. A little cake by the ocean kind of a moment. I'm gonna huge fold here. Look, I don't want any trouble here. I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to get across the street right now. 6 of bamboo should be safe. Oh God, what am I doing? 1 of circles should also be safe. I don't really want to cut the door again, dude. I'm cutting the 1 of circles. Please don't get me with a Zuzzy 7 pairs or something. We went to a nice restaurant by the ocean. And it was cool because we got some ceviche there. And ceviche, I don't know if you know this. It's like raw seafood. Polish Spring, thank you for the follow. Good tidings, good tidings. Ceviche is like raw seafood that's just like steeped in lemon juice, I believe. Whoa! Okay. Does this hand have the power to change the world? There's where all my Northwinds were, by the way. Riichi White Dragon? No, that hand is nothing. That's absolutely nothing. We're absolutely fine to see something like that. And so that was really, really good. That was really, really good. And then we got some scallops there. San Diego, I don't know if it's known for its seafood, but it's by the ocean. How bad could it be? So that was also pretty nice. Borat voice? No, I'm not going to do the Borat voice. Okay. Why? Because we're above that. We're above that. And I'm not going to do it. But also, what did Borat say when someone drank his wine? That's my white. tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky being like a figurehead. What am I trying to say? What was the really silly thing that John McCain and Sarah Palin called themselves? Mavericks. It's tricky being a maverick. And no, I'm not talking about the basketball team. Oops. And no, I'm not talking about Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, don't know if he's on the Mavericks. Don't know if he's on the Mavericks. I do know that that is a basketball player, though. I do know that that is a basketball player. Got the reference right? He's doing it. This is what it's like being marketable. Hey, jocks, have a seat right there. Anybody else like a first down? hey, I mean, I don't want to say nerds pejoratively, but hey, nerds, have a seat right there. Does anybody else like playing timeless mode in MTG Arena? This is what it's like. This is what it's like. Yusong thinks he's Tom Cruise over there. Hey, film heads, have a seat right there. Anyone else like Mission Impossible? This is... Everyone in chat right now is titillated. There's not a single circle in the Venn diagram of our community that isn't on their feet clapping at home right now. This is a weird hand, right? This is like a weird, bad hand. You know what would make this hand suddenly the greatest hand in the world? Is if we draw into a 2 of bamboo. 2 of bamboo would give us the Dora. 2 of bamboo would get us into Tenpai for a lovely double-sided weight. I'm not gonna pawn the 7 of bamboo because then we're in a honky-tonky situation. I'm hooting and hollering. This is what I mean. This is absolutely what I mean. Okay, now we're waiting just for the Dora, which doesn't feel good, but it's okay, folks. It's okay. Any other travel stories? Not really. I mean, because of the landslide, Fleetwood Mac style, because of the landslide, both, oh, dude, the hotel was so bad. Oh my God. Okay. We get to the hotel after a long day of travel, by the way, okay? It's like 5 to 6 hours of travel. We get on a train, we stop at some place, we get on a bus, stop somewhere else, and then we get back on the train. The reason that the bus is a part of our journey is because there was a landslide. I guess God decided that Yusong was having too good of a life right now, struggling with depression and anxiety. Hey, here's a freaking landslide so that your travel day just gets utterly destroyed, and you have to pay $13 extra per ticket to rebook. Because why? Because our app is outdated. Because we got a stoned teenager in the year 2003 coding up the Amtrak app. I apologize. I went a little too hard there. I went a little too hard there. I apologize. I got a little too intense there. I got a little too intense. Anyway, after a long day of travel, we get to the hotel. So the person next to our hotel room is talking, and that's fine, right? This isn't literally 1984. We are not in a panopticon that has a noise ordinance, right? We're just hanging out. It's a hotel. It's a free country. They talk for 3 hours, non-stop, on the phone maybe. And at one point, I was so tired from the day of travel that I took a nap. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I never take naps. So I was like zonked out of my freaking mind, and the person behind just talked the whole time. I can't legally pawn this. This hand is god awful. I'm gonna pawn the second one because I can't resist. It was unbelievable. And then at nighttime, after we got back from the dinner, they were still talking, and now they were playing music, and it was like a trap beat. It was like a 5-second loop of a trap beat, and I swear, I felt trapped. I felt trapped in a hell of my own design, or like, you know, I felt like this is the worst day of my life, potentially. I'm just gonna throw out a 8 of bamboo, see what happens. We don't really have any safe tiles, so I don't really think that we should fold here. I think that we should just go for it. And you know, we called the what the heck? Oh, what the heck? This hand is suddenly good? Oh, what the heck? What is happening? What is happening? Right, Lord? Saki gaming right now. Saki is the character. That's the protagonist. I have to do this, right? This is my safest tile. I mean, it's not a terminal. They could have a 1-3. Just throw the terminal, Yusong. What are you doing? You can still get into a fairly nice tempai here. I mean, I don't know. This is scary, folks. And we don't really have good tiles. Okay. I mean, come on. What are you gonna? Tonight we dine in hell, folks. Oh! China, good tidings. Oops. Oops. Pull up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There has never been a moment where that is more required than right now. Always push, never fold. Exactly. Welcome to the stream. I'm never folding again. Guilty tiles have got no Tanya. Anyway, what was I saying? I was yelling. Dude, they were playing this like 5-second trap beat, and it was the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life, okay? It was the worst thing I've ever heard. We called the hotel to be like, hey, we're about to go to bed. I know it's only 8:30 p.m. I understand that. I understand that other people have lives. Can we, is there anything we can do? We're happy to move. We're happy to repack all of our things and move to another room, by the way. And they were like, we can send a warning. 30 minutes passed. There was no warning sent. There's no, because it was the same thing. They'd even started playing music louder, and the scent of marijuana was flowing like the Tigris and Euphrates through the entire room. We call back down. We ask very, very nicely, and luckily the hotel changed our rooms. I was ready to go sicko mode, okay? I was ready to use all my powers, aka leave a strongly worded negative review. I was ready to go sicko mode and put the whole system on trial. You know what I mean? This hotel has got no, but it was okay. I mean, we got into another room, and then literally the shower like doesn't have hot water. The shower just like it was the most coy shower I've ever encountered in my entire life. Like, it's as if someone, like, personally controlled the temperature of the shower and was like, but how badly do you want hot water? Because it would go on and off constantly. On and off like an awfully hot coffee pot. I'm calling Riichi right now. I could have waited one turn, but I'm feeling the heat right now. Last round, we won against all circumstances. This is what we call riding the tile flow. Maybe they turned the music up after the warning. Dude, after we called to change our room, I think they heard us talking, because then they just started blasting music as loudly as possible. And we were like, oh, we're dealing with an actual child. That's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's okay. But we don't have to be next to you. You know, like, they genuinely, like, turned up their JBL speaker to the absolute max. Not sponsored. So that was kind of shitty. We encountered a lot of shitty people, unfortunately. But you know what? That's okay. We moved into another room. That room didn't have hot water. We took 2 nights of, don't look at this. We took 2 nights of cold showers, but guess what? My vascular system is now juiced out of its gourd because it has to pump heat throughout my body. So that's A-okay in my book. Beth and I were talking about how the fact that, like, look, we were very, very kind. We were only able to stay at this hotel because we got some points donated to us from Beth's parents. And so we were just saying to one another, like, this should be a nice hotel. And there were like shoe marks on both bathrooms as soon as we got into both rooms. And can I get a 1 in chat if you agree, 2 in chat if you disagree? Are there no more nice things in the world anymore unless you're like the 1%? Like, I think there's no more, like, I think things are just genuinely shitty now. Like, in a way that I'm not sure I can quantify, but it's, like, Beth and I have had the privilege of staying in 2 nice hotels, and neither of them were, like, nice. For the money that you spend, it should be better, but, like, everything's just, like, cutting corners so that the shareholders can reap the benefits, you know what I mean? Ay, ay, ay. So that was kind of a bummer. That was kind of a bummer. The hotel, though, they did give us free drink vouchers on the first day that we got there. The reason that I took a nap is because we split a beer that had 5% alcohol content in at lunch, and I thought I was gonna die. I was so dehydrated afterwards. So yeah, that was part of the reason that I took a nap. Don't I play Riichi Mahjong to bring returns to your investors? You bet I do. Believers, you're eating good tonight. Left Lord, I honestly, maybe you had a hand that could change the world. Maybe you suddenly got into 10 byte for 13 orphans. I don't know. Maybe you're a paid actor. Check your PayPal, Kurolo. But thanks for letting me stay in the dealer seat. Would be a shame if I just kept racking up the dubs here. This hand is a-okay. I think I throw this because we're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, dude, we don't have enough shapes in our hand. We gotta throw out the red dragon. Annie Face, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate the support. Isu Karisu Desu, thank you for the follow. Good tidings. Hope you're having a good night wherever you are. I mean, the 9 isn't really anything. I guess we could accept another 6 technically. That's the only benefit. But do we even need that? We're in first place right now. We don't need to stick out our neck for anything as uncouth as that. Now, there's a vague meme dream that is a Tanyao hand with this little setup that we got. Maybe a 5 of characters would definitely change my tune. We could chi, but you know what's even better than chiing? Lying in wait like a tiger in the forest. Anyway, that was the travel. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it was also okay. Here's a little life hack, by the way. Or no, we don't, in this channel, we don't say life hack, we say neat trick, because life hacks, you know, updo to the left, when does the narwhal bacon? It has some negative connotations. Here's a neat little trick, okay? Here's a neat little trick. If you are riding an Amtrak train, you might be inclined to get on the train and then just sit wherever. But if you keep walking to the furthest cart available, you might get a cart entirely to yourself, which is what Beth and I did for the first leg of the trip coming back. And honestly, that was nice just because like we didn't have to, I could openly talk about Pokemon Emerald without anyone listening, you know? Without fear of getting bullied. Lying in wait like a lion in an enclosure. Hey, does anybody else think that the zoo should be playing some Fossa Nova music? Oops. Sorry. What do I throw here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, all this is kind of awful. All this is kind of bad with it. I suppose a 3's already gone. Oh god, this is so bad. Maybe if we draw 4 of bamboo. 4 of bamboo would genuinely entice me to go all simples here. Plus, they're not gonna scoop your Pokemon strat. Exactly. They think, honestly, it's paid content. It's paid content. You should have to pay to get the advice that you should save your candies and Stardust to evolve your 4-star Pokemon. Am I right or am I right? Denying the public access to your super interesting monologues. Here's a joke for you. Speaking of opening monologues, did you hear about this one? Why was Britney Spears so good at League of Legends? 'Cause she was very toxic. She liked telling people to go kill themselves. Oh god. I mean, I'm talking about other people. Other people have said that to me in League of Legends. I'm not saying that I'm saying that to other people or that you should go say that to other people. Obviously not. Obviously not. I'm saying that this is what other people have said to me in League of Legends. Okay, what's going on here? Right Lord calling the Riichi as well. This is a terrible position for us. A crosser could also win here. Should have maybe just thrown the 8 of circles. I'm not sure if that's the right schmoove. Brand risk. So true. Say something that's good for the shareholders. Hey, does anybody else think that employees should be paid less and have less protections? Make sure to use my promo code for 30% off your grocery delivery service, by the way. Amadeus, welcome, welcome. You think that this whole system is rigged? I agree with you. Look at this. Left Lord winning this hand. What is this? Huh? Right when I was talking about it? Is this 4 concealed? Oh, no, it's not. Thank goodness. But this is still a pretty bonkers hand. And we're sitting as the dealer, Z. No. No. Micah Moore. That's okay. We've come back from even worse deficits than this, Lord. Tell me how to say what? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Hang on. This is not even, oh no, it is good. It is good. It is good. It is good. It's half flush. It's half flush. Oh, lordy, they have tapes. This is half flush prevalent wind. But here's the thing about this. Sometimes this hand could have been nothing. Don't get too sauced up by the siren song of half flushes, okay? Don't get sauced up. Sometimes your half flush is literally only 2 Han. And then you're like, what are you doing? You're risking the family farm? Sticking your neck out for 2 Han? No, absolutely not. Half flush, half outside hand, prevalent win. I like the way you're thinking. Do we have one in chat if you're an investment banker at Goldman Sachs right now? Because I'm sensing some greed coming up right now. I'm sensing some greed. Okay, this is a weird situation that we've got going on. I could slam that con button at any moment. I'm not going to, okay? Why? Responsible gamer. Responsible Andy. If Right Lord, who looks like they're going... Oh. I need everyone to close their eyes for the next 3 minutes. I'm going to need everyone to close their eyes for the next 3 minutes. Folks, I'm going to need you to close your eyes for the next 3 minutes. It's beginning to look a lot like folding. Folding up a storm. I'm not pushing, dude. This is how we lose. This is how we deal into a Mongon here. This is how it all comes crashing down. You think, dude, I would look, I think I'd be a terrible parent, but do you know what I think I'd be good at? Being like, hey, if this car doesn't settle down, I'm turning us around. 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 Oh, what the F? 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 Am I drunk? Am I high? If we draw into a 3 of bamboo, okay, that's nothing. Go ahead, cry for me. Cry for me. Like Ariana Grande or a student at an improv class? Yes, and? Cry for me, cry for me. I dare you, I dare you. I dare you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't hear you over the sound of all my points. I can't hear you over the sound of my golden parachute. Wolfpack, good tidings. Uh-oh. Do I cheat this? Yeah. I still think that we can get into Tenpai. I still think that we can get into Tenpai. And guess what? Everyone's like, no, my Gamora, no, my value, the south winds, they're all dripping down the drain. So be it. So be it. Let me? What is happening? All right, this is the worst day of my life. This is the worst day of my life. I knew that we had the other 3, by the way. I knew that we had the other 3, but now that I'm actually here, I'm like, this is the worst day of my life. What am I even doing? Maybe, dude, if we can manage to just draw nothing but safe tiles, this is why I do it. This is absolutely why I do it, by the way. If we can just get into Tenpai before the end of the game. This is genuinely my thinking. I promise. I know I tend to miss a lot of stuff in Riichi Mahjong. Oh, okay. I don't know what's safer, but I think the 1 of circles is safer. Or hashtag Suji Gaming. Okay, that should mean, yeah, they legally cannot be waiting with a 7-8 in their hand. That's terrible. That's terrible news bears for us. Oh, how wonderful. How absolutely delightful. Give me another. Can I get a reroll? Can I get a mulligan on this? I'll go down to 6. I'll go down to 6 right now. Give me a winning hand. Let me yoink this from somebody's cold, dead grasp. Okay. Okay. I can yoink right now. I can yoink. Anybody who up yoinking their worm right now? One in chat if you're up yoinking your worm. You're not waiting on another copy of the Dora. I don't believe in Harvey Dent. Left Lord is now waiting on the 4th copy of the Dora. Mark my words, no new taxes. No new tax. Oh. Okay. I don't know. I'm scared of the Riichi as well. We got there. We slid into first base and we absolutely got there. Holy moly. This is how you play Mahjong, folks. This is how you play Mahjong. You got the whole society screaming at you to push that hand. Look at this. Believers, at the end of this game, when we're in first place, you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. You're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Another perfectly played hand. I was in control of that from the first draw, by the way. I literally could see all of that happening in my mind's eye. Don't pawn this. Oh my. And now look at this. Now we're in hell because we can no longer, we can't do anything with that. We literally have to keep the green dragon until the end of time. A crossword going for an obvious flush in either the bamboo or the circle tiles. All right, what was I saying? People are rude. People are rude. People are absolutely rude. Talking about the travel, there's no more nice places. Someone was smoking Mary Jane next to our room. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I learned that I'm scared of heights on this trip. Like, I'm more scared of heights than I initially thought. You know what I mean? We were on like the 10th floor of a hotel. Very lucky. We were moved to the 10th floor of a hotel. And one morning I wanted to open the window to see how how pog it was, how unbelievably effing pog it was. Outside, I believe. I just wanted to check how pog it was outside. And it was pretty pog. No, it wasn't that cold at all. But I had to open the window on the 10th floor. Dude, my palms got so sweaty. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. My palms got very sweaty. I guess I'm more scared of heights than I originally let on. Or than I originally thought. You know? A crossword on tilt? I mean, a crossword probably just has a flush in the bamboo suit. We have to be a little bit careful once they start throwing bamboo. Luckily, that hasn't happened yet. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not going. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done, folks. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. And yet, look at me schmoof. My favorite part of the movie was when he said, "It's stupid time," and then proceeded to stupid all over everybody. You know that if a crosslord can't use the green dragon, they're going to be throwing the green dragons later in the game. So that is one way that we could get this hand into the end zone. I would love to see, okay, this is honestly a little insulting right now. We have to get rid of our bamboo tiles. How can I put this in a way that the kids are going to understand? ASAP Rocky, okay? We got to get rid of our bamboo tiles ASAP Rocky. This is, oh no. Okay, a crossword finally throwing some honor tiles. That's a terrible sign. That means that a crossword has got some shapes in their hand, like a geometry teacher ready to bust out a pop quiz. It's a very spooky, scary moment. Do we want to risk it all, though? Do we want to risk it all? Oh, I'm thinking I want to risk it all. No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. I was never scared. The momentary pause in my voice, the lilt, the little quiver in my confidence. That's not anything, okay? That's just me getting ready to win. That's just me getting ready to hit that Ron button. Me visualizing the red pixels in my mind. But anyway, I will say this. The Amadeus. Okay, this is now Avengers Infinity spicy. Because we might end up in Zuzzy Furriton jail here. There's a 5 of bamboo. That's omega interesting. Super Mario Maker interesting, but there's a red dragon. Now they could be waiting on the 5 of bamboo. They could be waiting on the 9 of bamboo. Wow. So they were on a single tile wait for a while, and they literally just swapped to the 9 of bamboo. Let's go. The first shower when you get home, holy moly, that hits. The first shower when you get home after a long trip, there's no sweeter feeling in the world. You're washing off all the grime of being at the zoo from rolling around in the dirt with all the animals. It's perfect. It's absolutely delightful. I'm still on my BS, by the way. The entire trip, am I a menace to society? I was throwing out lowball offers on Nintendo DS Lites on eBay. Ugh. Why? I want to tinker with a Nintendo DS, but I don't want to pay $500 for a Nintendo DS. Oh, what? Oh, Crosslord! Can you stop? Can you stop? You're being a menace right now. You're distracting other people. You're preventing them from playing the game. You're being a menace right now. Anyway, how was the trip overall? It was good. I mean, can I ask for some advice? I know I like to be in the flow. I like to be in control of the conversation. You know what I mean? I like to, people look to me as like a conversational Sully, you know? Without me, we'd be landing in the river. This is so stupid and untrue. Honestly, I steal a lot of jokes from the chat. So let's not read too closely into what I'm saying right now. A nice little pinfoo situation, a little pinfooation, if you will, folks. Okay, a crossword going for a flush in the circle tiles. This is the worst day of my life. Can I get rid of the 6? Because your 6 is on my lips. Say Pat. How do you not get super tired on a vacation? I think it's maybe impossible if you're doing like 10 hours of train/bus travel in 2 days. But how do you do it? Because honestly, like 2 nights ago, I was so like, or excuse me, 1 night ago, I was so tired that I was like gonna scream in the shower from how exhausted I was after the zoo. I was unbelievably tired. It was nuts. Super tired, I can see, but super salad is so true. Coffee, Rosie or Gravy, you're telling me to inject some Kaveve into my veins? Remember that? Remember Kaveve? Sorry, it's so 4 people, at least 4 people turned the stream off just then. And I don't blame them. I absolutely don't blame them. Here's a little treat for everyone that stuck it out. Here's a little treat for everyone that stuck it out. Oh, hang on. I have to fold right now. Here's a little joke. Here's a little joke. What did the barista wear to a semi-formal dance? Frappuccino pants. It's a little treat for everyone who stuck it out. Aren't you? One in chat, if you're glad that you didn't turn the stream off when I was talking about Cafefe. This is it. This is it. This is it. It's all ones. I'm telling you right now. Kanashia, oh my god, I'm vomiting right now. Jason, man, I almost got fired from my job. I laughed so hard at the office. Squubby, oh my god. Could you warn me next time? I'm driving and I don't want to be a danger to the road. Yawn Lance. I'm screaming right now. I'm screaming the loudest I've ever screamed. I want my money back. Is what someone would say is if they were dissatisfied. And no one's ever been dissatisfied unless you're my sexual partner. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. What is this hand? I mean, we got a pair of the prevalent wins. That's nice, you know, just a nice sight to see. Not gonna lie to you there. Oh, how lovely. A perfect little, oh, you know, some wines go good with some meals. This is perfect. You know what I mean? Oh my, folks, am I inside the Matrix right now? Am I inside the Matrix? This is perfect draw after perfect draw. Holy moly. I mean, I think I throw this because now a gazillion and a half tiles get us into Tenpai. We just need to draw anything around this 7 or around this 7 and we're made in the shade, baby. When I even keep the door at a time like, oh, I'm a sick freak. Look at how sick I am. Single tile away. I get into, oh! He's unstoppable, folks. He's absolutely unstoppable. That's just unlucky by Right Lord, right? Right Lord is trying to mount epic comeback up dudes to the left. Not today. Not today. Sorry. I'm LeBron James at the net. You're not getting one over me. I'm like LeBron James with low self-confidence though. I'm like, maybe I'll block you if I can do it today. Also, can we do a little toot-toot? A little toot-tooting of my own horn right now? 7K followers on Twitch. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is greatly appreciated. That is honestly amazing. So I just want to extend a very very sincere thank you for that. Why don't you do cosplay for us? The cosplay is like $140, dude. The cosplay is so expensive, man. It's unbelievable. This is another joke. For everyone who stuck it out, here's a little treat. Here's a little treat. Here's a little treat. Like a cat getting a little piece of salami as a treat. Also, I don't know if that's actually safe for cats. Why was the podiatrist, who's a doctor specializing in feet stuff, don't give your cat salami. Okay, thank you. Why was the podiatrist collecting so many royalty checks? Because they were featured on so many bangers. Am I looking forward to anything? I might go to a Mahjong, Mahjong, Jesus Christ. Yeah, a Mahjong the Gathering. I might go to the next, I think it's this coming weekend. I might go to a Magic the Gathering pre-release. There's a new set coming out. I don't know. Might throw some hands. Might try to game with the best of them. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And either way, I'm winning BO3s like it's nobody's business. Okay? Playing Boros aggro with the best of them. That's I'm looking forward to. Dude, Pokemon Go Community Day is coming up. And I know we're all laughing together. Pokemon Go to the polls. Ha 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 ha. Pure straight. Reward me with another drawing of the Dora. I mean, this is so greedy. Why did I do that? Am I still in Tenpai? If I still get to be in Tenpai if I draw something here. We no longer get Pinfu, but we at least open the chance for a pure straight. It's not bad. Have I tried Digimon TCG? JP, no. But if it's a good TCG, I'm gonna be honest. It's an uphill battle because I only watched a little Digimon when I was a young warthog, when I was growing up. But if it's a good TCG, the mechanics are the most important thing to me in the world. Palworld Go? No, you don't understand. Pokemon Go is like Palworld Go, but without guns. Hopefully the kids can understand what I mean by that. Riichi. This is the worst Riichi I've ever seen, and yet we must, right? Yet we must? Okay, here we go. I mean, this is fine. Left Lord, I mean, we gotta stop Left Lord from their reign of terror, right? Left Lord is maybe gonna rack up some dubs here in South 3. Let's just squash that little dream right in the bud and collect these winnings here. Left Lord, if you want to hang with the best of them, you're gonna have to throw some extremely dangereux tiles, and I don't think you got that in you. I don't think you got that dog in you. Will you cosplay Massacre Girl on a Leash by Aurelia? Honestly, I wish. I really like doing the cosplay. I really liked it. Can I be honest? And this might turn some people off. This is the truth. And I don't know if there's a nice way to say this. I liked the attention. That's it. I know like everyone is on Instagram and it's like, oh no, I don't care. Oh yeah, I don't care. I'm so erotic and I listen to Fleet Foxes. I don't care. I care about the attention. I absolutely cared about the attention. It was a nice little, it was a nice little bandage to the old self-esteem. Was it a fix? Absolutely not. In fact, it might have dug me even deeper because now I'm reliant on the opinions of others. However, was it nice? Oh, absolutely. All cosplayers love attention. That's true. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I think some people are just doing it because they want to like strut their like technical know-how in costume making, right? Don't deal into Left Lord, please. Dude, we're gaming right now. It's kind of amazing that Left Lord has not won this hand. I think they might have chased with like a close rate or something bad. I really want to see what they're waiting with. They called the responsible Riichi. I called the responsible Riichi. We're all gaming right now. We're all betting in the stock market, but it's from our 401ks. This is our Roth IRAs. I'm not sure, but it's responsible. It's responsible gaming. We are responsible dreamers. We don't take the big of risks. Anything else that I'm looking forward to? No more parties in LA. You know what I mean? Like a Kanye song. No more parties in LA. I don't really want to do anything anymore. I think I've had too many trips lately. What am I? Taking every single pill at Coachella, baby. I've had too many trips lately, and I'm over it. I don't want to do anything anymore. All I want to do is have some fun, is call a Ron, and I've got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I want to do is spend 3 hours following a step-by-step guide in Pokemon Emerald in doing arbitrary code execution, okay? This is why people hate video games. They're the ultimate male power fantasy. I understand, but I literally want to be seated in a dark room, and I don't want anything to touch my spiritual bubble. And all I want to be doing is do it like extremely niche stuff in Pokemon Emerald. That's it. That's my platonic ideal right now. I just want to organize my puzzle pieces. I've always said this, and I'm not saying that I'm like a modern day Socrates, but is anybody else asking why? I'm not saying I'm like a modern day Socrates. Socrates nuts. Okay, fair enough. We were all thinking it. But I think that like organizing the puzzle is doing the puzzle. I think that's pretty deep. I know other people are like, oh, Yusong, I'm not old enough to understand what you mean by that. One day you might understand that organizing the puzzle is actually doing the puzzle. Okay, fake condescending bit aside, have you ever tried a sensory deprivation tank? Lightspeed Slot, this is an incredible question. First of all, a sensory deprivation tank. What am I? In a big sleeping bag? This is the worst day of my life. I thought I could riff a joke. I thought I was feeling so confident. Mods disable the clips right now. This one's not going on YouTube. Mods disable clips. If anyone clips this, you can feel free to ban them. I'm scared of sensory deprivation tanks. I'm too scared. I'm scared I might have a panic attack in one of them. I'm very scared of what it might do to me. But I also think that it could be very, very relaxing because of my, I honestly think I have some tendencies that are a little neurodivergent in the sense that, I'm just gonna go for it. This is the worst decision of my life. Why did I do that? Just throw the red dragon, man. Now what's gonna be your pair, huh? What's gonna be your pair in this hand? Tell me that. I have some neurodivergent tendencies, and I think like sounds affect me a lot, way more than they should, honestly. And you're asking yourself, oh, Yusong, is it because you're too much of an audiophile? Is it because you're too much of a sexy musician type? Maybe. But I also think that I just get too affected by things. So I might love being in a sensory deprivation tank. But I also have a feeling that sensory deprivation tanks are like, I could deal. Prevalent wind, red 5 Dora. Okay, that's okay. It's not good, but it's okay. I feel like they'll charge you prices that are like the San Diego Zoo. You know what I mean? Like you want to enjoy my little tank? Got a $800. And meanwhile, I'm over here lowballing people on eBay for Nintendo DS Lite systems. You know what I mean? But just because I have tinnitus and I feel like it would be excruciating. Yeah, there's a lot of factors that I honestly haven't considered about the sensory deprivation tanks. I think I watched a so there's like this guy on Vice News. This is like 6 years ago when Vice was doing like really, really cool stuff. Or when they had the money to be doing really cool stuff. There was this guy on Vice that had a whole like segment about just getting as high as possible on different drugs, and one of them was like, I think this is why I watched this stuff on the sensory deprivation takes. One of these episodes was like him trying to get like really fucked up in a sensory deprivation tank, and it was just really funny to witness, because like that's not the aim of it at all. But you could tell he was like, you know, he was calculating with thinking like, oh yeah, that if I do this one, it'll be even darker, I'll float even longer. What if I go 8 hours in one of these? Think of how fricked up that's gonna get me, you know? And there's honestly something very charming about that too. Why not go for a 3DS? Hey, Andrea, I still want the functionality of being able to play my GBA games. Unless I'm mistaken and a 3DS can play that. And if so, holy moly, have I been wasting my time? Have I been wasting my time? Also, you think I'm locked in here with you? You're locked in here with me. You don't get to get out of this game willy-nilly. I'm about to end your entire flippin' career. I do want to play Emerald on the DS. Remember when Vice sent a guy to the Westminster Dog Show on Molly? Honestly, first things first. Second things first. Second things second, that's journalism. This is gaming, folks. This is genuinely gaming. If we don't win this hand, it is a crime against humanity. If we don't win this hand, it is the whole system is rigged against us. I don't know how to tell you anything otherwise. This should be safe. We're Suji gaming for a Crosslord. Please. That one hurt. This one really hurt. We needed that one hand and we were out of there. We needed one hand and we were genuinely out of there. That's okay. Sometimes South 4, it is what it is, baby. I almost paid out the first place believers. That's how delusional I am. I wanted to believe for a second longer. The Elo's looking healthy though. I'm not gonna lie, the Elo's looking healthy. It's looking swole right now. If only you can imagine. But it's in a little bit of a sensory deprivation tank, so I can't show you right now.